Hello everyone, and welcome to Assemble with Care. Repair old school objects in this cozy puzzle game. Join antique restorer Maria as she arrives in the sun-soaked town of Bellariva and set out on a journey of helping the townsfolk reconnect. Just to let you guys know, this video might be a little bit longer. I haven't edited it together just yet, but we played the entire game today, all 15 chapters, I think, or 14, and an epilogue, something like that. Just because it's a quick game, and I figured just make it one big long video. Oh, and side note, in case anybody was wondering, there will be no achievement pop-ups for this game because I already have all of them. They're all just for going through and playing the story. So without further ado, let's get into it. Maria's Mix. Chat, for any of you too young to understand, this is called a cassette player. We use it to listen to cassettes. This is called a cassette tape. I got you. We're gonna learn things today. Guys, let's play with sound. I have sound. Play. Assemble with Care. New chapter added. Ooh.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way.
This feels like a children's book. In a good way. Like, this reminds me of like a children's book format. They would have the text here, and then the picture, and then you'd have to flip the page, and you guys know what I'm talking about.
I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Well, then let's unpack. Okay. Oh, okay, that's the pause button. Got it. Okay, click on the clasps to open them. Oh, I knew that. Oh, here we go. Time to unpack.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. I'll hand
Maria's
these out
restorations.
once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Okay.
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
And then you just kept them? What? Aventurist Classic. Suitcase. Complete. Oh, and I can still move the suitcase around. Whee! Alright.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work.
Yeah, that tends to be how that works.
My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary
1979.
life.
Whoa.
I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
This can't take place in 1979, can it? Or is that just like when this picture was taken? Sometimes people have old calendars up. I don't know.
I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires.
Like, that had to be a picture of her, like, at her parents' place. None of that stuff would be antiques if we were in the 70s.
My story in Bellariva
Or
began
80s
with
almost.
a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
Alright, chapter 1 done. Next, chapter 2. Lullaby. We might be fixing a cassette player? Or using a cassette player?
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time.
Ooh, a festival.
As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect.
I'm so sorry for laughing at your name. Thank you, Mommy ASMR, for the follow. I think I appreciate it.
I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. do you know how to fix things?
Oh, well, that was fast.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
Oh, there we go.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have broken it, Izzy. I'm
I
sorry.
tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
I got this. Don't worry, kid. Alright, so let's start by picking it up and looking at it. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got a screw in the back. Alright, hold on. Start unscrewing shit.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Ah, yes, because this is definitely how batteries work. Well, who knows? They're in... where? That girl sounds accenty. I don't know. I don't want to assume. Maybe this is how batteries work in other countries. Alright, so that's that problem solved. That was easy. Alright. No, what the hell? How did I take the battery out if this is screwed shut? Oh, her tape is also messed up too. Okay, hold on, put it back. What did you do, kid? I do something with the pencil.
Why did you do that?
Oh, to put the thing back in.
How
Oh.
did you do that? I didn't see.
So now, let's pop it in. As the music box plays, we hear a woman singing along.
If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight. Good night, my darling.
Oh, it's probably from her mom. Love that.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
I've never had to respin a cassette tape. I never realized you could just do it with a pencil. That's how batteries work, old lady. No, they don't turn brown when they stop working.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh, that
Izzy
makes it
trailed
sadder.
off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill.
Yeah, I'm so happy I was able to fix it.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
Yo, those buttons. A yo-yo. I fucking love yo-yos.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Yo, this game better not make me sad by the end of it. I swear to God. This is just supposed to be a cute little puzzle game about fixing shit. Don't make me sad. Ooh, what is that? Chapter 3, Shattered.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit.
Ooh, okay.
The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
I have a gripe with this. I hate this saying. A stone's throw from the beach. Who's throwing the stone? What if they throw stones really far? What, are they just tossing the stone? Like a stone's throw. So you like, casually throw it. But if you're like casual throw, it's farther than someone else's throw. I'm leaving this in the video because how do you know? Am I the only one who's bothered by this saying? Probably. I wanted to share that.
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
The little girl?
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Dude, Maria, that is invasive.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
Oh.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and...
Hey.
Do you think you can salvage it?
Hey, the shit happens, man. Don't blame the kid. Alright, yes, I can salvage it. Alright.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
I got this. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh my god, this reminds me of when I played, oh my god, what was that painting game I played where I was just like wag, 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 wag? Who remembers it? Behind the frame. Wag, 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 wag. Just gotta get the glue everywhere. Can't go overboard with glue. I mean, you can. You actually really can. Please be careful gluing things. Yeah. But hey. There we go. And that goes up there. But we could put this.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
I think all kids should. That's not a you thing, man. Oh, not me
Is
forgetting the
this
torso.
glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Probably not. Well, at least it looks good. That's what matters. Realistically, I would have started on the base and then glued him. But this is a video game, so it's fine. We can get away with some things. And there we go. Wentwood porcelain statue completed.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf,
Oh.
it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor,
Oh.
and that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Adorable family.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
So wait, why'd you call me over here?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Oh, man. Chapter 3 is done. Chapter 4. Disconnected. After that, that's the title. That's not something I want to hear.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning.
Okay, good start so far.
Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
I actually can't stand the smell of coffee. I'm so sorry.
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Oh, yay.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
Oh.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect.
That is suspicious. Okay.
Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Let's restore a rotary phone. I used to have one of these, and it was Disney themed. So it was the rotary phone, and then you had Mickey Mouse standing. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it on screen. I used to have a Mickey Mouse themed rotary phone. My mom liked Disney. First things first, you check the screws on the bottom. Easy thing about restoring
Obviously,
stuff.
I'd normally be much busier than this.
I have a feeling you either don't get a lot of business or you just started this business. Take this off. Ah.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Okay, if you're not hovering, maybe I can fix it. Alright, chill out. You see? That's what it is. Click the wire and drag the toolbox to detach it. Let's throw it over there. Throw out the old, put in the new, because for some reason I just had this on me, even though I wasn't totally sure if this was her problem. Put in the new wire. Well, it's not that the wire was old, she just needed a new one for the phone
Looks
part.
like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Get rid of the old, put in the new. Alright, there we go. Everdial rotary phone. Ring ring.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
No,
Oh.
it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway,
Oh.
take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
Aw.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I had a feeling.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
Oh, man.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh, God, I have to get ready.
Her sister gave her money for the shop, and the shop's not making enough money to pay her back.
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
I have a feeling we're not going to make a lot of money in this town. Maybe in the festival. Chapter 5. Yes! A camera! In focus. I love
The next
cameras.
day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious,
Ooh.
I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
Oh, okay.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know
That
how
counts.
to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Okay, then.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different.
I can see why tensions are high between them.
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
I got you. You can be a little nicer. I know money is a stressful thing when it comes to family, but you know, I'm not gonna get involved, actually. I changed my mind. First things first, you just take off all the screws. Unscrew everything. You should definitely examine things before just taking off the screws, but it's fine. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we can take that
I don't
off.
suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Okay, can't tell if that's an insult or not. Well, first things first, this piece is shattered. Get rid of that.
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Okay. Yeah, whee! There we go.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
You need the manual.
Okay, bitch. You know what? Sorry. Getting a little aggressive. It's fine. I didn't need the manual. I had already fixed it. I was just looking. Oh, wait. Is that where the battery would go? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I didn't even have any fucking batteries in it, you dumbass. Sorry. She started it. Ooh, Maria, you better snap back.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? Maria, don't. You're, this bitch, I already forgot her name. She's testing me. Don't you test me too. Alright, we fixed the camera. Click, click, shutter, shutter.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to
Oh,
shame.
Helena. That was her name. Don't you diss on disposable cameras. Alright, they're fun too.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition. The first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary.
Wow.
But it was worth it.
I gotta see the time frame of this game. I think it takes place maybe in the 90s. I don't know fashion
I
for
had no
like
idea
the time
what
period.
3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was
You
pretty
see, like,
sure it
neither
was
do I.
more than I could afford.
Well, that's because you're broke. That's different.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
Alrighty then.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
Oh, we're reuniting sisters.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Alright, that's chapter 5 done. Chapter 6, In the Dark. Ooh, we're fixing a neon sign.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Oh.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
Possibly,
I'd like to put it
yeah.
up before Helena
Little
gets
ice cream.
here. Can you give it a try?
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Let's start unscrewing. Oh no, there's the glue. I don't think I should be gluing things on a neon sign. But you never know. We got the glue, we got the... Okay, so I don't think I need to do anything on that side. I think I need to do something on this side. Okay. And then we want to put this there. Oh, wait, I gotta glue it on. Oh, I get it. Remember, chat, there's no such thing as enough glue. Also, it's purple glue. It's different from the other one. So, you know, this there. And then put this here. Aha, there we go. Alright, so we know it works.
No, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Okay.
Great idea.
Oh.
I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Okay. Well, I think I know where it's gonna go. First things first, more glue. This there. So we want it to flash, right? So here and here. And then like that. We got the Carmen part flashing.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Ooh, I get to pick. On the picture it was ice cream, but I don't know what the shop is. Oh, it's a coffee shop. So none of these work. Shouldn't you have one that's of coffee? Oh my goodness. And then flip it over. We'll put the ice cream on here. And now, okay, we got another cable. Actually, I think this will work. Okay, there we go.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
I don't blame her. That one was a little complicated. Nope, but how did I do that? Okay. And we're done. Carmen's neon sign completed. Cute. I like it.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, it looks cute on top of everything.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
Oh, I hope so too.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived.
Yeah, great.
Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Oh my god, you're making it so hard for me to side with you because I know money is like an important thing to give to somebody because you don't want it to be wasted, but at the same time, oh, I'm gonna bitch slap you.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
I thought the sign was cute. Alright, well that's chapter 6 done. Ooh, Helena, I'm about to throw hands. Let's go. Chapter 7.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me. Psst,
Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
Oh, okay.
It was Izzy,
Going.
peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden, overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
Oh.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse.
That's not a good sign. Okay.
I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore.
Nah. That story sounds a little familiar of me with my original DS.
Can you fix it for me?
I don't know if I'm ready to share that story just yet, but maybe in the future. Okay. Let's just unplug everything just to be safe. Put that back in. Oh, this is the screen. We gotta take this out. Yeah. Get rid of that. Oh, I just realized on the table it says Izzy and there's a little dinosaur. Oh, one of these connectors is wrong. There we go. Oh, where's the music go? Aha. Because we gotta fix something down here. Let's see. Do that. That. Get rid of that. Put in the new one. No. There we go. And then put this one here. Unplug all that for a second. Do this so I can take out the old A and put in the new A. Now put it back and reconnect everything. That should be everything. Now we just gotta pop a game in and see if it works.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Oh, you have no idea. Oh, cute. It's a little Game Boy.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Oh, I got you. Oh, the arrow says to go that way. Alright, we gotta go up. Oh my god, it's Pokemon Snap! Okay, wait. Got it. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Pokemon Snap wasn't on the DS. I think it was on the, Did we originally play it on the SNES? Okay, what was the original Pokemon Snap on? I'll put it on screen. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think it was ever on Game Boy.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen.
I still have my
taking
Game Boy.
refuge
I have
in
the
a
Game Boy Color.
3-inch world of her own.
Have fun, Izzy.
Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad
Actually, I
is
think she
waiting
has the
for me.
2DS.
Please don't
I don't
tell
have that.
him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Were you raging at the game?
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it. Really hard. At the wall.
Uh-huh.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress. And I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
Oh.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view?
I mean, that's a good thing to ask yourself, but you're also an
I was
adult.
so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
I'm 50-50 on that. I feel like as an adult, you should be allowed to want to explore and do your own thing. Shouldn't feel guilted or pressured into leaving behind the life you grew up with. But of course I understand a parent's sadness of watching their child leave and only being able to talk to them over the phone and not being able to physically see them and worrying about them all the time. Chapter 8, Momentary.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Uh-oh.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I fell.
I was, repairing a lawn mower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a
Maria,
little
we
more
gotta
delicate.
work on your lying. Okay, that was bad.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town.
Yep, that explains why Carmen's freaking out so much about the festival.
I'll be declaring the best chef in Bellariva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
You know, most of the time with watches, it's mostly just at the battery. Oh, never mind. Broken glass. Yep, that'll do it. For me, most of the time when my watches stop working, the battery's dead. Oh, love always. His wife gave that to him, didn't she? Yeet the screws. Alright. Oh, that's what makes it a little complicated. Oh,
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it.
oh, okay.
The cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
There we go. There we go. Alright, get rid of that.
Are
Get rid of
you
this.
sure it will all fit back together?
It's fine. I got this. Put the glass back on here. Nope. Okay, maybe we put the watch back on. There we go.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Well, I'm glad to fix it for you. There we go. Did I just take out all the screws? Yeah, they're not there. What the hell? How did I manage that? Okay, I guess I do have one gripe with this game. I keep somehow taking things out. That's not how that works. Now the question is that the right time? Anyway, put this back. Nope, put that back. And there we go. That one was a little tricky. That's because
As I
Yep,
handed
but
the watch
gears are
back
gears.
to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
No.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time.
Oh.
Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Or maybe because you barely see her.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
So yeah, I definitely think that this takes place in like the early 2000s or before then. So, but if you know what year this game takes place, let me know. Chapter 9, The Bigger Picture. Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see. Helena.
Oh.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knickknack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this.
Fair enough.
It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
Good question, I suppose.
We're having a clear out. Or at least I am. Carmen's not helping. As usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money.
Oh, well, see, that's a good help.
She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
I got you. I bought a, whatchamacallit, a mini projector, and I like using it for playing games. And it's also just a good, like, travel thing. 'Cause we go camping a lot in my family. And it's very fun to...
Typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Yeah, I've always liked projectors. We had one when I was growing up, but it hasn't worked in a while. Maybe after playing this game, I can fix our projector.
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
I need this one to aim up. How do I get it to aim up? Oh, wait. There we go. That makes way more sense. There we go. I was like, I needed to bounce off of something. And I'm like, no, maybe it's just the wrong way.
Still a few parts missing.
Wait. There we go. Oh, it's a picture of the two of them.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad.
Oh, we got a couple pictures.
Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Yeah, I got it. I was just looking. Boom. 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 And push the button.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Omnicolor slide projector. Completed. Did I say protector? I meant projector.
Helena was transfixed. Staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money.
Oh,
I
shoot.
lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Is that the case, or is it that she's freaking out over her also not having money?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty sad.
I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
Oh. Y'all, this game is making me feel things. Alright, chapter 10. What the heck is that? Oh, boiling point? Am I fixing a propane tank? What the heck?
The day of the festival finally came, and after
Hey,
all
fiesta.
my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last.
Oh, don't make me hungry. I just realized I haven't had lunch.
The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring
Oh, Carmen,
pots.
you got this.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour?
What's up?
Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Okay, relax. You don't know the truth.
Carmen was stirring
I
so
can't tell her that.
furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
Maria, you'll be okay. Come on.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
It's fine. You see, we're cooking. We're not even, like, fixing anything, I hope. Okay, let's see. Carmen's wild veggie soup.
Her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind. I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Okay, you can read... Oh, no, wait. Can't read all of it. Okay, it's fine. 1/4 stick of half a, 2 broccoli florets, handful of chopped tomatoes, 3 wild mushrooms, plenty of... something. Okay. This is fine. Probably. Okay, the rest of the ingredients will probably come as we go. It looks like this and this. That and that.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Take out some matches. Take out a match. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. You gotta strike it on this. I forgot that's how these things work. Good job, Troya. I knew that. Okay, I'm just a
I
little
think
slow.
that pot is really boiling now. Smells great, if I say so myself.
Okay, all you did was throw broth in there. Relax.
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Okay, well, it's gonna be a 4th stick of this, right? Because it's the only stick. So, that's probably a 4th. Half a carrot, okay? So, there you go. 2 broccoli florets, okay? 1, 2. Handful of chopped tomatoes. Okay. What's a handful? I guess a chopped
That
tomato?
looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Wait, I'm not. There's one more thing. 3 wild mushrooms. 1, 2, 3. Plenty of, I guess that says onions, because I haven't touched anything else. 3 onions should be enough. Okay, this is probably fine. Carmen's 4-season soup. Okay. Sure, it'll taste great.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches.
Oh, great.
It was just in time. And a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen
Izzy.
anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Oh.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Oh, cool.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together.
I wonder what happens
Maybe
if
the
I had messed up the
festival was
recipe.
doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so
Aw.
convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
That made it sound like she told her sister, but I don't think she did. Alright, chapter 11. Harmony. Oh, cool.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind.
Oh.
I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Oh, cool.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be.
Hell yeah.
Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts.
Oh.
But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
I promise it'll have a couple more.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. Here's the problem.
Oh, yikes.
This wiring isn't connected properly.
Oh, that was easy. I wonder how that type of thing happens, you know? What, did they take it apart as kids and fuck up the wiring? No, that's wrong. That's right.
That's the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
There we go.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
Let's find out. Upside down. Oh.
It's spinning the wrong way.
What?
How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Haha, you're so funny. See, I knew it was weird I could take this out.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
Hold on, woman. I mean, does it matter which one I use? Model U5 L75? Okay, now how does it sound?
This motor doesn't seem to work. Maybe I'll have better luck with a different one.
I feel like these are problems you should have realized before I started thinking I was doing good.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
Alright, so I made it go really fast. Let's see if that works.
What will remain of these days?
Oh yeah.
Sweetest words I've ever heard.
Okay, definitely not supposed to be that fast. Okay, we got it. iDaphone Fidelity record player. I can still make it faster. Okay.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years.
Aw.
Inseparable, once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Hell yeah.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try.
And
to
that's
think
the best thing
it
to
all
hear.
started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips.
Yeah, okay. I think that was just her avoiding the topic towards you, Maria, because she still didn't know you. Alright, chill out.
I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial.
Call
I
your
hadn't
parents,
spoken
woman.
to my own parents in a year.
Ah,
I wanted to hear their voices more than anything,
Maria.
but the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
I'm sure we can figure it out. We got 3 chapters left, or at least 2 chapters and a bonus chapter? Oh, a father's reprise. That's for Joseph.
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
Oh, we have inspired a child.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bella Riva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
That's good. He's putting down work.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
I really appreciate the voice acting in this game. Let's see what the problem is. Well, first things first, that's cracked. So let's see what we can do there.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Of course. Oh, it's beautiful. You know what? Just because it's a family picture, I got you. I'll put extra glue on it. All right. Let's see what's happening here.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Of course you do. Thank you for the spare parts. Now, let's see what we can do. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. That. First, replace that, because we know that's what plays the music. And we just need this, this, and this. So now when I put in the key, that's how we test it. Oh, okay, hold on. Wrong order. Oh, what is this? Now let's try. Okay.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
Okay, so that bottom part's done. We can put the drawer back in now. Oh, wait. This dove was in there. Let me put that back. Oh, the dove goes here.
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
My
Oh,
wife
that's
used
so
to
cute.
Sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side?
Portofino's
and
Dove
hold you
Nest
so
music
tight?
box.
Know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
Oh,
I've missed
that was
so
beautiful.
much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
But it's very touching to know something so simple can bring so much love and joy.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right.
Maria, call your parents.
My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Chapter 13. Departure.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop. The day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
It's called calling them. Alright, let's pack up again. Oh, we're packing new things. History
Elena
of watches.
gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does.
Oh, Carmen's recipe.
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip.
You have to talk to them.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference.
Technically, you did. You literally helped a woman get the best shop, or the best food restaurant, whatever, in all of the town.
Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same.
You never know unless you try.
Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Dial.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Hey, let's go. And here are all the credits. I'm gonna just take a minute to pause over each name. There's still technically one more chapter left to do, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna end it for today, because I just realized I'm over the 2-hour mark. Oh, shout out to the music. I'm definitely gonna... Produced by Apple. Oh my god. Alright, finish. So chapter 13 done. We have the epilogue with Carmen's letter.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman.
That's good, I
She's
think.
always running around, taking orders and
Okay, yes.
making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally,
Wow.
I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
Oh.
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can
Okay.
figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Oh? Oh no. Is this Carmen trying to fix it? Let's find out. Okay, Carmen. Step 1.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Great. Where's your screwdriver? Oh, there it is. Okay, I couldn't see it. Should I purposely, like, fuck it up because that's what Carmen would do? I'm sorry, that sounds so bad.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them. I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
I'm working on it, woman. It's like connect the dots, but you do it with pipes. Okay, this obviously has to go there, because that's a big thing, and it's not like it's going to go anywhere else. And same thing with this thing. You know, blue to blue. This makes sense.
Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Well, Maria's not here, so we got this. Don't worry. Okay, so it's this one. And then this one would go here. Now that one has a hole on the other side. Okay. There. And then there.
Finally, no more steam.
Okay, that'll definitely do it. You don't even have a circuit board. Oh, I put that somewhere. Okay, let's see. Let's start connecting things. There we go. Okay, now let's work on connecting this. There we go. I got it. Oh my gosh, I'm a pro. Oh. Now I'm a pro. Yeah, just gotta match the symbols. Match the symbols. It should be working now.
It looks like I've forgotten a screw.
That was on the inside, wasn't it? There it is. Remember, it's fine. Shh, don't tell anyone. We'll know. Oh no, Dexter. Hey, Dexter. What's up? Nikki, you'll snitch too? What the heck, guys?
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
And then it explodes. Okay, it steams. That looks like water.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
I don't know how to make coffee, so I'm gonna assume that that's how it works. Oh god, I'm gonna learn how to make coffee. That goes there. That goes there. Push button. Oh my gosh, I did it. I know it's that easy to make coffee. I am Cuban, so my mom wants me to learn how to make Cuban coffee, and she's very disappointed that I don't know how. Well, we gotta put... How do... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta learn how to do the art now. Ooh. We gotta make it all fancy. Oh god. Wait, wait, wait. Oh no.
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's
No, wait,
favourite
that's an awful
biscuits.
design. No, I'm not done. No, I'm not done with my art. Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. Hold on, we gotta turn. Okay, okay, we got this. I'm... oh, wait, it just lets me do it again. That's an ugly-ass heart. Okay, wait, I need a good, like, starting point. Okay, right? Alright, we're gonna do a swirling effect. Whee! Look at that. That looks great. Her sister's gonna love it. Look at that. Does that not look like a city-made coffee or what?
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur.
Look at her squinting
She
eyes.
didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed.
She liked my swirl.
I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Damn.
She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never.
Oh my god. Really? Really?
Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
I was so happy to receive this letter from you until I see a pun at the end of it. Damn it, Carmen. Oh, pretty picture. And that's it! That's Assemble with Care. Oh, I love that. It's a nice epilogue with Carmen's letter. I feel like definitely the story revolved the most around the two of them. Joseph and Izzy was a good side story, but they were also a good start to the story as well. It took me about 2 hours to finish, so that was a mix of like talking with Chad and giving you guys like my own stories. If you made it this far in the video, I'm sorry if you were offended by my cassette comment. But I had a lot of fun with the game. I really enjoyed the overall story of give yourself and give others a second chance because life just happens. Those things change who we are as people and change the environments around us, but it shouldn't change the relationships we have with others. Like Joseph losing his wife and he lost connection with his daughter, and the sisters losing connection with each other over time. So overall, I really enjoyed the story. The art style is beautiful. I loved their other game, Alba, A Wildlife Adventure. If you haven't seen me play that, I recommend it. If I remember, I'll put a link of the playlist in the description. If not, just search up on my channel Wildlife Adventure, or just search up Alba. I know it was a bit of a longer video, but make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and tell me if you want to see more games like this. It's been a lot of fun. Steam Spring Sale should still be happening. You might be able to catch it on sale, and I would definitely recommend Alba, A Wildlife Adventure as well, since it's made by the same people. I think they have a bundle with all of their games that they have on Steam, so just check out their games. These guys are good developers, and they make pretty good stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!